Man, I am so busy. I'm so incredibly busy right now. Honestly, I look at my calendar and every weekend I've got things on every single weekend, whether it's business and personal stuff. And it's like the weeks are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And we're recording this end of, what are we?
Last day of
March. Yeah. End of March, coming into the Easter break. And I'm looking at all of April is chockers. And then after that, it's like never a dull moment, never a minute for anything. And I'm so busy that I'm actually thinking of employing more women because I pay them less and I can take advantage of them in the workplace as far as, bully them, harass them, get them to do things I need them to do. What are your thoughts on that?
No comment.
So you're in support.
What?
So you're in support of it then?
Yeah, look.
Obviously, because women are definitely paid less than men, aren't they?
I see where you're going.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going with this.
So our topic for today is the gender pay gap.
What pay gap?
Yeah.
That's question number one.
Yeah, exactly right. Do you believe there is a gender pay gap?
Me?
Yeah.
No, dude, I have the perfect rebuttal when a chick says that to me.
Good. Because I was even having this conversation with my sister a little while ago. She was like, no, 100%.
Yeah, dude, my sister too.
Yeah, so we're having this conversation. I said, you're kidding yourself. I go, honestly, if there was a gender pay gap, if that existed in this day and age, then why doesn't everyone hire women? Why wouldn't the big corporates
if
have
you
just
could do,
women?
If a woman did this exact same job as a man, same level, same competency, and I could get you for 80 cents on the dollar, I would be a horrible business person to not hire you.
Exactly.
It would be a bad business decision.
Yep, 100%. So why do you think people say it? Or actually, what's your rebuttal first? Was that the rebuttal then?
No, my rebuttal is always, because it usually comes from a female.
Right.
And then I say, are you in business? And if they are, I say, okay, cool. Are all your staff women? And they say, no. I say, okay, cool. So you're paying more for staff than you have to. So you're either a bad business person or this is not true. Which one is it? And then it's like, they completely caught out.
Yeah.
Because they're either going to say, oh yeah, I'm really bad at business, and then if you're bad at business, well, that's why you don't get paid as much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not true. Okay, cool. End of conversation.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
So why do you think that exists?
I think it's...
Why do you think it's such a big deal in society?
Because I think some people like to feel sorry for themselves. Don't you think? Like people want to feel like, it isn't, okay. We've learnt different concepts. You learnt about like underground influence. And one of the things with underground influence, one of the ways they get you on board.
So do you want to explain what underground influence is?
Yeah, so it's what a lot of cults and
so it's effectively what cults, cult leaders, religions, how they influence people's decision to buy into whatever they're talking about or selling.
And one of the biggest principles around it is people want to feel like it's not their fault.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And this concept, right, the pay gap, makes women feel as though, oh, that's why. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, no, it's not your fault. This is the world we live in.
That's society.
The patriarchy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and they talk about it like it's this tyrannical kingdom where if you're not a man, your life sucks.
Yeah.
But it's like, look at the world that's been built. Where's the tyranny?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So where's the oppression?
The sun's out. It's blue skies.
Where's the oppression?
Yeah.
No.
And look, I do think...
I'll tell you where I reckon it comes from. It's they'll see men making significantly more money than what women make. So say, for example, in just in general, in any role, they're the breadwinner. They're the one that makes all the money. The woman doesn't. And when the woman steps into the workplace, it's like, well, we don't make as much money as you. Okay, but you're for the exact same role. Yeah, you're probably right. For a different role. Yeah, you're probably right. So a man cleaning the sewers, right? And they exist. Plumbers, whatever they are, cleaning sewers, literally shit, human feces, gets paid $200,000 an hour, but a female teacher gets paid $200,000 a year, for example.
Yes, go.
And then a woman gets 80 grand as a teacher. And she says, oh, you see, there it is. There's the gender pay gap. Hang on, it's not the same job. But that's where I think a lot of it comes from. Well, he's a because he's a man, he gets paid $200,000 an hour. Okay, would you go and sweep shit for a year? So you're going to go work on an oil rig? Are you going to do, if you can do the exact same thing that a man does or a woman does, then yes, you should be getting paid that same amount.
Yeah, I also think if you genuinely believe that, like, so for me, I'm a man, if you genuinely believe if you're a female that me and you can go and apply for the exact same job, like, and let's just say it's an entry position into a firm, and that I'll get paid more than you, in this day and age, you trip it.
I completely agree. Absolutely. And I've employed people in entry positions, both men and women.
Yeah.
Pay them the same. Paid them exactly the same.
Well, it's like they're coming in for the role. You don't sit there like, oh, you're a, one sec, female.
That you click you click the F box.
Minus 20%. Let me just minus 20% off your annual salary because I can get you cheaper.
Yeah. Look, and Jordan Peterson said this, which was I found really interesting and completely true. So he goes, there are so many similarities between men and women as far as how we think, how we operate. He goes, but the biggest difference between men and women, and he goes, the little differences make a huge difference in the grand scheme of things. But the biggest thing is men are interested in things and women are interested in people.
Yeah.
And that's why you see a lot of men go down the path of construction, of accounting, of relationships with other people, building businesses, and then why women go more towards hospitality or nursing or teaching or things that are that you really have to be involved with people, because that's the biggest difference between men and women. And when you look at that as well, it's like, well, okay, one of those pays more than the other, traditionally speaking. Not saying you can't make a lot of money in the health space, in nursing, in whatever other industry, in the teaching space, whatever it is. But that is the biggest fundamental difference between the two sexes. And men tend to get paid more, yes, for sweeping the roads, for building the city that you see, that you walk through every single day, right? And another thing I heard, I can't remember where it was, it's like guys don't go to work and think, yeah, I'm going to get it over this bitch. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm sucking it to all the women and to all the feminists. No, they're going there to provide for their families and a future for themselves as well. They're doing it for women, if anything. They're going there to provide for their wife, to provide for their kids, or for themselves to one day have that life that they want to build or live or whatever it might be. So they're doing it for unselfish reasons, and then they get smashed from feminists, and it's predominantly coming from feminists as well.
Yeah, it's a small group of voice.
And then probably make a lot of noise and say, oh, you know, women do get paid less for the same role. And then they'll give some bullshit excuse about this. Oh, look at this guy, he's a man. The top 10 CEOs of the country are all men. Okay.
Who cares?
But you're talking about the 1% of the 1%. Because 250 other thousand men that went for that position failed. But you're talking about that one guy that got all the way through. Oh, see, he at the very top of the tree, at the top of the table, makes millions of dollars, and us women don't do that. Do you know how many men tried to apply for that same role and didn't get it?
And here's another thing. It's competitive.
Absolutely.
And just like, because another argument is always, but why should we have to compete with men and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, I've got to compete with them too. Like, it's not like I can sit there and I go to the top.
Bro, how are you, man?
You know what I mean? I'm going to compete with them as well. It's the exact same thing.
100%. What, you want a free pass?
I think men are more competitive. 100%.
So I think so. Absolutely. Actually, no, not I think so. Yes, 100%.
100%. I reckon that if I had to compete with, I can say this on the podcast, if I had to compete, if we did 20 activities and they said you're versing a female and we're going to compete for 20, I reckon I could win 15 easy. I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, but you I reckon you would already have it in your mind like that too.
Yeah.
There'd be that level of confidence.
15, whatever it is. That's cool. Like, she'll probably get me something. Like, she might be a better swimmer. Who knows? But or she might play chess. Who knows? Like, the activities could be anything. Yeah. Oh, I'll beat you most of the time.
Yeah.
Pretty confident. Pretty confident. And
that's a competitive challenge for you too. Oh, shit. Challenge down. The challenge is down 20 random activities. That'd be a good podcast.
Yeah. Sick podcast. Yeah. Be a good TV show.
Just challenge Robbie.
Man versus women.
Yeah.
Let me see. What? Man versus food. Man versus wild. Man versus women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be like a sequel.
Be pretty cool. So, yeah, it's still, people are complaining that it does exist, but I think you've summarized that really well with what your
I think
initial description of it was.
You know,
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.